like someone could probably look at, rap and go, man, I remember when it was hard and it was this and it was that. And then it got to the point where it started to get a little silly and it just kind of like fell over on top of itself. Well, then something else will kind of probably emerge and be the new.
I really think that metal in general and hard rock music and the rock scene's kind of making a really big push for comeback right now. I think COVID's kind of actually helped a lot of bands kind of refocus and push their shit out there.
Yeah, and it could just be that, a lot of people start recognizing things that are a bit more, a bit more real, right? Like you look at this band full of these, it's got these kids in it and they're less than 18 years old and they spent a lot of time and energy working on this music and working on these songs. And that's, you at some point people I think will grow to respect that versus, you can come up with the beats for a track that you're going to throw some lyrics over. That's I'm not taking anything away from that, but it is a little bit easier to do than to have to get with 3 or 4 other guys and like come up and get on the same page and do all the stuff. There's an art to it. And I think
absolutely.
I think at some point people will really respect that again,
Yeah, I know. I think that's true. It is a lot harder for musicians like band to be in an actual band to all come together as opposed to normally you have one guy who writes the beats and one guy who does the lyrics. Sometimes it's the same guy, which is a lot easier to get 2 people and then one person can just sit there and write the lyrics to something for whenever they want to in the bedroom of their house.
Yeah.
And in a band you can't just start playing the drums. I mean, you could, but you really want the band to have band practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're doing a very efficient process. I'll give them that. I mean, it's super efficient and super quick. I mean, but I just think that, one thing I do notice is it does seem like a lot of the fans in those genres, they kind of get the quick and easy and then they move on, and it seems like with bands, you got to recognize a lot of times people are like, oh man, these bands that are going out on tour, a lot of these guys that were older are still able to have these massive shows, massive tours. And I think it's because people, they make these fans that understand the art that's kind of like put together and all that stuff. And I think that stuff stands a little bit better the test of time. Not to say that there's not some hip hop and rap that happens the same way. It just kind of seems a bit more of I think that people see that. They see the craft. They understand the difference. So
for sure. So Christmas is out of Germany, and Max is pretty cool. In fact, Max does bookings for other bands. I didn't know that till today. I actually interviewed a band out of Germany that he does the bookings for, and that band was called Tony Gorilla. So pretty cool. They're a pretty cool band. So Max from Christmas introduced us to each other. We had him on the podcast. It was great. So this song by Christmas is called Push Fast. It's a great, great punk song. So let's jam it right now. All right, that was the band Christmas with their song Push Fast. I fucking love that song. I like the way he sings, I like the energy that it brings. I like that fast punk sound. So, thanks for being a part of this Battle of the Bands. Max, you're one awesome dude, man. And one day I'm going to go to Germany and I'll definitely have to drink a beer with you. Okay, this next band, I have no idea how to say it, dude. I'm totally going to screw it up. It's Kaija?
Yeah, I mean, I would think that's, so it's, I'm going to say Kaja K. Kajudi.
All right, there you go. I'll let you say it.
I mean, I'm probably messing it up. Kaja K. Kajudi. If you look them up, they have a slew of videos. I mean, just like a ton of stuff on YouTube. So you definitely don't run out of any material to find on them. But
and they're from Finland. This is the first Finnish band I've played on the podcast. That's kind of neat, man.
Yeah, it's kind of got a cool punk sound to them.
Yep, they definitely do. So we're gonna play this song. This is the number 6, and then number 7 song is a band called Memories of a Dead Man, and they're from France, I believe, and they sent me a song called Shapeshifter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play number 6 and 7 back to back. So if you want any of these bands to win, that Kaija Cake, I really like their sound. I don't know what they're saying in the song, but I like that they're different. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's the cool thing, right? Like, you don't have to, like, a lot of times, if you're in metal, right, and you go to show this to people, and say you're going to show music to even your dad or something, and anybody ever gives you shit and they say, well, I just can't understand what they're saying. My dad, as a kid, would try and make me listen to, he'd be like, check out this opera song. And I remember they're singing it in like Italian. I'm like, I don't know what they're singing. I remember my dad would be like, doesn't matter. You don't have to know what they're singing. Like, you can still understand the music. And I remember even as a kid, I got what he was saying, and I'd be like, oh yeah. I mean, I feel you. And so as I grew up, I would turn that back around on him, and I'd be like, hey, remember when you made me listen to that opera stuff and try and appreciate it? Like, it's the same thing. So, that's a cool thing, right? We don't necessarily have to understand, what the language is saying to get.
No, I get not a lot, but I do get bands that send me music in different language, and I find it fascinating because I don't know what they're saying, but I can feel like you can still feel it, and that is cool. So this band's from Finland, super cool. Next band, I believe their song is in English. Memories of a Dead Man, Shapeshifters, their song. So this is going to be a cool little back-to-back musical songs. So we're going to do it right now. You ready? You ready to hear them?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it right now.
Juhlitaan nää syntymäpäiväjuhlat vasta pääsiäisenä loppuessa. Sitten alkaakin unisikeet. Toijalassa on kaasupileet. Hyvää joulua! Sylvia kääntelee kiljua. 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 Hyvää joulua! Hyvää joulua! Hyvää joulua! Hyvää joulua!
Ei kun manuaalinen. Kato, mulla oli viinapullo vähän liian kaukana.
I know that I said I was going to play right back to back, but I did want to say that band's pretty fucking cool, man. Like, I like their way different style than anything of kind of punk metal, punk rock that I played on here. I can't tell what instruments are all on there. It sounds like a kazoo maybe and some other shit. But kudos to that band for coming up with something super original. I know I can't even say the name of the song. It's Sylvian something. I'm gonna screw it up, but you can hear it on the song. So thanks for sending me that song. Now we're gonna play "Memories of a Dead Man," and you did some research on them, right? They are from France. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're from France, female fronted. It looks like they actually have two vocalists that kind of go back and forth. And anytime you have a female in the band in any kind of capacity, it's always cool. It's always kind of the oddity, But what's really cool is I had a female singer in the band My Fix when I was in there, and it's really cool looking back now, being in a band with a bunch of guys that the stuff that you have to go through, just the little differences, when you have a female in the band. It's just sort of
Yeah. No, I totally understand that. Well, let's get right into them right now. And like I said, we're going to air this on Christmas Day. So to everyone who celebrates Christmas, Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, then happy holidays. If you don't celebrate holidays, then happy podcast listening. Hopefully you like a song anyways.